Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to another exercise of the week. Today we're going to get on a little soapbox of mine. I'm hoping you're going to join me on it. We're going to talk about push-ups and some of my thoughts and opinions on the best way to do push-ups and how to improve and gain the most that you can from doing push-ups. So a lot of my clients have already heard about this. Some of them have been begrudgingly forced into full push-ups from knee or quote girl push-ups. And that's kind of what I want to focus on, what I want to say today about push-ups. And for those who work with me, you can probably expect in the near future that this is in your future, okay? Going from a knee push-up to a full push-up. So let me tell you why. The push-up obviously is an upper body exercise that uses a lot of the pushing muscles, such as your chest, the front part of your shoulders, your triceps here in the back of your arm. But just as much, if not, well, I wouldn't say more, but just as much, or pretty close to just as much, getting involved is your core. So when you're out there extended, in a full push-up position where your hands are in contact with the ground and your feet at the base, you're having to suspend your whole body weight pretty much in that position. So your core has to do a lot of work. Well, when you go to your knees, you eliminate most of that weight, and so you also therefore eliminate most of the work that your core could be doing. Now, if your core is weak, then you're going to kind of limit yourself as far as how strong you can get in a push-up, because without the full training of both the upper body and the core components of the push-up, you're only going to progress so far. So my theory on that, and as well as a lot of things, is if you want to do the movement, do the movement. It's great to start off with a knee push-up, but not to stay there for too long. What I've been doing with a lot of my clients is, even if they can only lower themselves a couple of inches in the regular push-up position, that's okay, because they're engaging all of the push-up muscles. If you can go down all the way, but you can only go to your knees, you're only using your upper body muscles. So keep that in mind. They work hand in hand to support and move your body up and down in that full push-up position, both the core and the upper body. So I'm going to show you some of that, what I'm talking about, and so you can see it and how it relates to what we're saying here. Also, a couple of other finer points I want to point out with the push-up. We'll look at those too, including the positioning of the shoulders, where your hips are, hands, that sort of thing. Also, your head position. Okay, so keep that in mind. Do your best to do full push-ups. I promise you, you'll get more out of it, not only with being able to do push-ups, but because you're using more musculature, like we always harp on all the time, especially in my classes and client sessions, is if you're going to use your time working out, use your time to the best that you can. And by doing a full push-up and getting the most amount of muscles involved, you're going to be burning more calories. Okay, so keep that in mind, if nothing else. That's another benefit of doing a full push-up versus a girl push-up on your knees. Okay guys, so let's take a look at it. So first off, if you're going to do a proper push-up, you got to have the proper positioning throughout the movement, okay? So proper positioning always starts off with a straight line from your head to your feet. We don't want to be dipping the hips toward the ground or bringing them up in the air as you're moving. So keep that straight line, including your head, okay? The head should be neutral, in line with your spine. Shoulders are important too. Don't let your shoulders shrug backwards or up towards your head or ears, but push your body away from the ground, engaging the shoulder girdle muscles. Try to get a full range of motion. I would say a good guide is to shoot for getting your elbows to bend to about 90 degrees, if not maybe a little bit more, toward the ground. And again, if you're a person who's used to doing push-ups from your knees, or this full version is just challenging for you, you start with what you can do. If you're only bending your elbows maybe a couple of inches, that's fine. Pretty soon you're going to be able to increase that as your core gets stronger and also your upper body gets stronger. Remember, those two work together to perform the push-up properly, and you end up burning more calories by doing them properly in that way. Now, one thing that I will often do very sparingly with my clients is have them do these full push-ups, and then if they can't do any beyond a couple, there's no movement whatsoever, then I let them drop to their knees. But in my experience, when people start with themselves on their knees, they stay there and they don't get any stronger. So I'm trying to avoid that, and I encourage you to do the same. So drop to your knees if you need to, but try your best to stay in that full position the whole time. Okay guys, so this is again a full push-up. I really believe strongly that to get the most out of the exercise and to get better at doing them, you need to do the full version. Okay, so I encourage you to do that. I'll leave you with a little bit of surf footage from the beach today. South Shore is waking up. Summertime is almost here, so there's going to be a shift of surfing from the North Shore to the South Shore. Kind of sad for that, but hopefully we'll get some good surf this season on the South Shore. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. Let me know if you have any questions, and I hope to see you all doing real push-ups. Take care. Aloha.